everybody. I'm going to read you an article here that I got, a little story behind the article. I got a lot of emails asking about home insurance here and the replacement of roofs and home insurance going way up in price and blah, blah, blah. We haven't had that problem. At least I'm talking when I say we, me and Sue. I can't speak for the neighborhood. I don't know what insurance companies anybody else has got. I can only speak for us here. And so far we haven't been affected with any of this. But my antennas are up because I'm finding out things that I didn't know. So here's the comments that I got from everybody, or a lot of people, I'll say. I got a lot of comments saying, hey, we hear that the insurance rates are really going up because of all these things happening. And I said, well, I don't know. I haven't really heard that. There's a lot of people getting shingles replaced up north because up there the typical shingle used on a home was a 3-tab shingle, which up north you all know what that is. They're only a 20-year lifespan on those shingles. All them homes up there are 20 years plus. So a lot of them just are at the end of their life, and so they have to replace them. I mean, just to keep up the maintenance in the house, they have to replace them. Down here, we're using architectural shingles. They have a 30-year lifespan. So we're not really having a problem yet. But I called up north and I talked to the homeowners association. They in turn must have got a hold of the POA, which is Property Owners Association. I guess that's what it is. Yeah, Property Owners Association. And in turn, they all sent me papers, or left them out here in the driveway anyway. And in turn, the VHA, which is the Village's Homeowners Advocates, but I don't need to read all that. I'll just read this one about what's going on. And let me tell you what the problem is. Actually, the problem is twofold. Scammers going around and knocking on people's doors saying, hey, how would you like to have a free roof? Sign this paper, give me the right to negotiate for you, and I'll go to your insurance company and I'll get you a free roof to be put on your house. That's where it starts. People are going, hey, that's okay. You get me a free roof, I'll take it. And then the other problem is us. We're the ones saying, go do that for me. We're the ones that's saying, fine, if you can get me a free roof, I'll take it. So there's so many people up there doing that now the rest of us are paying the price because these scammers, well, I should say scammers, but that's what they're calling them. There's so many of them. They're out of Miami. There's an office down there. They have a lawyer in Miami. That lawyer has went to court fighting for these scammers, basically rights to do what they're doing. And the court has found in favor, believe this or not, of the scammers causing this problem, that they have a right to do this. So us as property owners here in the Villagers, we're going to have to stop this game. You and me. And I've done it anyway. I get in trouble when I do things like this, but you have to start telling them, get off your property. The answer is no, get out of here, I'm calling the sheriff. That's what you're going to have to start doing to get these people out of our area. But it ain't just our area. This is going on all over Florida, and that really is where the problem's at. So can we actually make a difference when it's going on all over Florida? I don't know. But let me read you some stuff here. This is out of the POA, right here. Roof solicitors have made a mess of homeowners' insurance companies. If you get a knock on the door and it's a solicitor offering to inspect your roof and get your insurance company to pay for a new one, tell him to leave and close your door. I do this. My wife thinks it's rude, but I do it. While many homeowners have indeed gotten a new roof and their insurance company has been sued to pay for it, the costs are piling up for the insurance companies and ultimately the homeowners. Many villagers are aware of the horror stories about their homeowners insurance going up significantly and even being dropped because of the age of the roof. 30-year architectural shingles? No matter. Insurance companies are no longer willing to take the risk. Unfortunately, the horse is already out of the barn, and it is going to take a lot of effort to fix this problem, and the problem is not isolated to the Villages. It is happening all over the state of Florida. The Florida Office of Insurance Regulation reports that Florida accounts for only about 8% of a nationwide homeowner's claims, yet about 3/4 of all homeowner insurance litigations. Anyone can predict that the outcome of this staggering statistic is going to be soaring homeowner insurance rates for all. The Florida State Legislature tried in 2021 by passing a Senate Bill 76, which limited the practice of the door-to-door inspections that included insurance claims to get a new roof. But only weeks later, the contractors got an attorney to seek an injunction claiming a violation of their First Amendment rights to free speech and advertising. The judge said in ruling for the roofers that the state's interest in combating consumer exploitation and fraud were not directly implicated by contractors advertising their roofing repairs services to homeowners and informing homeowners that they may have storm damage that may be covered by insurance. In March, the Florida Department of Financial Services, the DFS, arrested 2 contractors in Naples for allegedly operating a scheme for free roof replacements related to damage caused by Hurricane Irma. In a press release, CFO Jimmy Patronis said, "Scam roofing schemes are driving up insurance rates for every Florida family and plaguing our state. There is no such thing as a free roof, and if someone comes to your door offering rebates or kickbacks to file a roof claim on your behalf, report them to my office for fraud immediately. My fraud detectives are working every day to track down these bad actors and hold them accountable. Always remember, if it sounds too good to be true, it is." And it says never sign anything regarding your insurance without talking to your agent or calling my office first. They're asking you to sign your rights away on your insurance claim. You should call your agent. Don't sign anything. There's no room for roofers to take advantage of Florida homeowners. If someone commits insurance fraud in Florida, they will be caught and they will pay the price. An investigation by the CFO's Division of Investigative and Forensic Services, the DIFS, Bureau of Insurance Fraud, unveiled that Brian Webb and Brandon Jordan of Webb Roofing and Construction, LLC, allegedly conducted an insurance fraud scheme of instructing their sales employees to solicit insured homeowners with a promise that they can get them a new roof without paying the required homeowner's deductible. Webb Roofing employees allegedly enticed homeowners into submitting claims for their damaged roofs allegedly caused by Hurricane Irma to their insurance carriers for full roof replacement. The salespeople would have the homeowner signed over their insurance claim rights in an assessment of benefits, AOB, and have them sign an advertising agreement in exchange for waiving their deductible. By signing the advertising agreement and following an advertising sign to be placed in their yard, providing positive reviews online, and giving neighborhood referrals, Webb would rebate or credit the amount of the deductible toward the cost of the claim, which is illegal under Florida law. Don Schuster, a volunteer at the Sumter County Office of Seniors versus Crime, said they have received numerous calls about the roofing insurance issues and complaints against a couple of their roofing solicitors. The homeowner is told their roof has had storm damage and works to get the homeowner to sign over the assessment of benefits. By signing over the AOB, the homeowner loses all control over what happens next. Mr. Schuster said that a law firm out of Miami is typically used to sue the insurance company, and a judge makes the final decision. The result, he said, is that insurance companies had to protect their interests by placing requirements of age and condition on the homeowner's policy, all of which must be in writing. Some smaller insurance companies simply couldn't take the financial burden and went out of business. Here's one person with a story of what happened to them. Around June 13th, 2020, a man identified himself and told me it was good that I had Allstate home insurance because they would pay for a completely new roof since it had been damaged by hail. There has been no hail here, to the best of my knowledge. During this conversation, I suddenly heard another man on a roof taking pictures when I had not given him permission to be on my roof. I demanded that he come down immediately, and when he did so, he could not find the pictures on his phone that he said he had just taken, showing that 25% of the roof was damaged by hail. He left to go to another house. Our insurance company raised our homeowner's policy $1,200 upon renewal, and we never had a claim with them. Our roof is 15 years old and in good condition. They told us that the reason for the increase was for litigation expenses, which amounted to 71% of their expenses. We got a much better rate from another company and moved on. I wish I knew what that other company was. We've had a couple of guys asking us to do free inspections, which we declined last year. We contacted Shipler Roofing to inspect our roof, and he said it's good for approximately 8 years, if no storm damage to our roof. A couple weeks ago, we got a letter from our insurance, Progressive, saying they will drop us due to the age of our roof. It exceeds their eligibility guidelines. If we replace the roof, to contact them and they will renew. As of today, the new roof will be completed. Home built approximately in 2005. Here's another complaint. I had to drop American Integrity because they were going to charge me $1,000 from last year on top of $1,000 from the year before. Total would be $3,200 for yearly house insurance. I switched to State Farm, who charged me $1,200 a year for my 2005 house. I was paying for everyone else to get a new roof. I put in a bid for a new roof, but American Integrity insisted I go under oath, but I refused as it was a trap. No other insurance company would accept me with a 16-year-old roof. We had a contractor file for a new roof with Progressive Insurance. Insurance adjuster was to review damage with the roofing contractor, but roofer never showed. Claim was denied except for a small repair of $1,500 less deductible. We cashed a check. Subsequently, a new roofing company asked to look at the roof, and they said we had considerable damage, and if we signed a general release, they would pursue a full claim, including legal fees if necessary. Claim was denied again, but KS Law Group, working with the contractor, represented our interest, and after a year prevailed, achieving a final settlement of $32,527 for a new roof plus $9,473 for legal fees. The roof is included with installation about April 10th. There is no fix for this problem. Homeowners, insurance companies, and government must work together to get these scammers out of our neighborhoods. Please follow the advice of Seniors versus Crime and call them anytime a solicitor or contractor approaches you. Never sign away your rights. My nose itches. Never sign away your rights to anyone. If you think you are being or have been the victim of a scam, in addition to contacting Seniors versus Crime, also contact and call the Florida DFS Department toll-free fraud tip hotline at 1-800-378-0445 or visit fraudfreeflorida.com. Now you know the rest of that story. So there you go. If you're going to buy a new home in the state of Florida, this is another one of them things you're going to have to think about. I don't know if this is happening in every state in the United States, but here, because we are predominantly a retirement state, a lot of these things happen. They're taking advantage of seniors. And now it looks like they're not only taking advantage of seniors, they're taking advantage of insurance companies here, which in turn is going to, it's going to cause problems. And if insurance has to be doubled, and then everybody's got an excuse because of COVID, things are prices going up. Houses have doubled here in the last 2 and 3 years for the price of one. And, the amenity fees goes up because of the cost of equipment and so on and so forth. It's going to get to the point where it's going to start pricing people out. And I think in a lot of situations, you're there. Or you're going to have to cut back in the type of home you're going to buy. I don't know what the end of all this is, but there you go. Now you know the real story, and you don't have to listen to rumors. And it's just not my opinion. That's just the way it is. That being said, I'm going to get out of here, and I'll see you all on the other side.